Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. 2 weeks. The big game happened. I don't know if I've ever showed you this. I got this at a it's like a little market. Happens once a year. Sister cities. I have two of them because one of them I thought I lost and then I found it, so I alternate. I wear them for every game. When I watch it, I feel like it's my charm that I'm there with the team, trying to get the victory. It's my lucky Eagles. Excuse me, necklace. Charm necklace, right? What a game, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. I did not expect this. Obviously, from what we saw last time from the Eagles and Giants, there was not a lot of running. There was more pass heavy. I was obviously scared about the coaching, but I felt like, you know what? We hided a lot of the cards. There was a lot of stuff that I did not expect we would do in this game. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Let me find my page right here. Eagles played a hell of a game. I went out today, which is why I'm wearing the black jersey. If you guys can see, I'm wearing the Fletcher Cox. I didn't know what we would wear today. I don't know if you guys can recommend in the comments where I can check what the Eagles are wearing for that particular game on that day, because I always like to wear what the Eagles are wearing, green, white. Right now I have a Wins white and a Wins green, and then I have Fletcher Cox black. I'm trying to get the Graham green, and then I don't know what I'm gonna get white yet. That depends. But let's get right into it. The Eagles had a hell of a game today. They started off super hot. So the Eagles received the ball. Obviously, they would have deferred. I didn't see the coin flip or who won it. Yes, I'm drinking today and I'm pretty drunk. It's 1:41 in the morning, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, I was thirsty. And the Eagles started off super hot. I believe it was Hurts with a couple of passes. He went 5-0 passing for 61 yards. One of the receptions was a 35-yard reception by Devontae Smith. What a hell of a catch. He's one of the people I'm eyeing to buy a jersey. Obviously, Jalen Hurts is another player I'm eyeing. I'm still not sure about Brown. Obviously, Brandon Graham is one of those people I'm eyeing to buy a jersey if they reach the Super Bowl. Hurts had 2 carries on that drive for 5 yards. He went 5-0 passing, including a touchdown pass to Dallas Goedert, and what a heck of a one-handed catch, man. I mean, and he ran it for 12 and just spin moved his way to the end zone. I mean, what a hell of a start to put us up to 7-0. And we're starting off quick, and we're on the board, and I'm just loving it, man. Everybody doubted us in this game. I feared a little bit of the coaching, but everybody else was seeing the Giants close to us, trying to beat us. They had a chance against us to try to knock us off, that we were hurt, that we weren't going to be able to get it done. I just want to be like, to all those people that doubted the Eagles this week, Skip Bayless, my dad, Cowboy fans who were, to be honest, they were just reaching for the Giants to beat us, because if they would have won and the Giants won, they would have got a home game. Well, guess what? You got to come to Philly. NFC Championship, baby. Let's go! Anyways, let's get back into it. On the Giants' first drive, they go 3 runs. Jones goes 3-0 passing. We get 2 sacks. They go for it on a 4th and 8, which this surprised the shit out of me. I did not think that the Giants would go for this. 4th and 8. They ended up going for it and not getting it. I was just like, holy moly. And Riddick, man, just he gets in there and just, I think he got 2 sacks on those. Yep, 2 sacks on their first drive. They turn it over on downs. So on the Eagles' second drive, Hurts goes 2-0 passing for 20 yards, including a touchdown pass. I believe that was to Devontae Smith to the right side. 6-yard TD pass. He had one carry for 9 yards. Sanders had 3 carries for 9 yards. Gainwell had 2 carries for 16 yards on an 8-play, 52-yard touchdown drive. The first play was an 8-play, 75-yard touchdown drive. That puts us up 14-0. At this point, it is the end of the first quarter. After 3 drives, I believe it was in the middle of the second drive for the Giants, because I know that the interception was, I'm not sure if it was the beginning of the second quarter or during the ending of the first, but Bradbury, man, just he just jumps inside the route, reads Jones. I don't know what happened or Jones saw, but Bradbury gets in there and he just picks it off. And I'm just like, let's go, dude. The Eagles get an interception, and on the Eagles' third drive, we didn't really get anywhere with after we got that interception. Hurts had to carry for 2 yards, and he had 2 incomplete passes, and so we're forced to punt. Even though we punted at this point, I feel like we're still good. It's 14-0. Excuse me. And on the Giants' third drive, they ran it once and they passed it twice. And we forced a punt. So our defense is still playing great. I was worried about Jonathan Gannon in this game. If he was going to get too fancy or too man or too into the zone coverages. But he did pretty good. The defense as a unit, they did pretty good. So they forced us to punt, and then they ran it once. They passed it twice on their third drive. We forced a punt on the Eagles' fourth drive. Hurts had a carry for 7 yards. He had a pass for 10 yards. Sanders had 6 carries for 39 yards. Scott had a carry for 3 yards, including a touchdown for the giant killer, Boston Scott. On a 9-play, 63-yard touchdown drive. This puts us up 21-0, and we're cruising it, man. We're just, throwing fire. We're just throwing up a fire up in that field, dude. We're taking it at them. We're taking it to them. This is nothing like compared to the Week 18 matchup. So the Giants' fourth drive, they go 2 runs, 0 for 1 passing, and we force a punt again. And then the Eagles get it back on their 5th drive. Hurts had 2 runs for 10 yards, including a touchdown run. He went 4 of 3 passing for 20 yards. Scott had a carry he had 1 carry for 10 yards. Sanders had 3 carries for 24 yards. And Hurts had a rushing touchdown. And I'm just like, damn. It's 28-0. I mean, I didn't see Skip's Bayless' score was 27-24. Giants. Shannon Sharp's prediction was it was 27-23. Shannon Sharp, he had the Giants winning, and then Shannon Sharp, Skip Bayless had that score. Shannon Sharp had a score of 24-27 Eagles. And it's 28-0. Like, I'm thinking of these, like, during the game, because I listen to Undisputed 5 days a week. I'm thinking of their scores, and I'm just like, they're both wrong, because we already passed the score of 27. It's 28-0. And I'm just like, let's fucking go. So at this point, it's 28-0. The Giants get it on their 5th drive. They ran it once. They went in 2 incompletes, and we forced them to punt. And on our 6th drive, we kneel for half. So at the half, it's 28-0. 28 Eagles, 0 Giants, and the Eagles are on a fucking roll, man. Like, just running all up over the freaking Giants, and it's crazy because Skip Bayless was mentioning, mentioning scenarios of what if the Eagles do stomp all over the Giants, and if the Cowboys have to go over there. I would rather not. I'd rather them come to Dallas. And then, you know, his score prediction, 27-23. We end up, we're leading at the half, 28-0. And this is just crazy to me. This was one of the first games, I believe, that we were leading 28-0, like at all season. At the 14-3 record that we have, this is the first time that I think we were leading 28-0. Which was pretty freaking crazy, man. So opening the second half, the Giants get the ball. They go 1 run, 0 for 2 passing, and force a punt. We forced them to punt 5 times in this game. And it's just, it says a lot about our defense, man, and how the heck we can play and execute and basically rattle offenses and disrupt, you know, certain things they have going on. I mean, after the game that the Giants had last week and the success they had last week, 31 points, you know, the success Jones had, the success they had in their running game, like the D line, dude. I feel like that's a big part of like our game as a defense, and our football team as a defense, and what they're able to do. Like, it's just insane, man. We're just playing so well today. So then on the Eagles 7th drive, Hurts goes 0 for 1 passing. Sanders had 2 carries for 1 yard, and we were forced to punt. And then on the Giants 7th drive, they go 7 runs, including a rushing touchdown, 3 passes. Daniel Jones went 3-0 on a 10-play, 88-yard touchdown drive. They finally get on the board with their second string running back, Breida. I'm not sure what his name is, but he gets him on the board with a rushing touchdown. And the Giant, to put the Giants on the board, 7-28. This becomes towards the end of the 3rd quarter. The Eagles' 8th drive, Hurts goes 3-0 passing for 24 yards. They sack Hurts. He fumbles, but the Eagles recovered. And then Scott had 2 carries for 12 yards. We were forced to punt. And on the Giants' 8th drive, they go 2 runs. Daniel Jones goes 3-1 passing. We get another sack, and we forced the Giants to punt. So then on the Eagles' 9th drive, Hurts had a carry for 3 yards. He went 1 of 2 passing for 5 yards. Sanders had 3 carries for 17. Scott had 2 carries for 7 yards. Gainwell had 6 carries for 46 yards. And then we kick the field goal out of it. This was a 15-play drive, man. I mean, like we took a lot of time off, and I feel like this was pretty much the sealer. 31-7. Excuse me. We're already like, you know, midway or almost past midway. Excuse me. I believe it was like 3 or 4 minutes left, and where we kicked this field goal. Because the end of the third was it was 20-7 at the end of the third, the score. So now it's 31-7. The Giants on their 9th drive, Daniel Jones goes 2 of 4 passing. We get 2 sacks. We get another fumble. They recovered, but they went for it on 4th down again, and we turned them over on downs on an incomplete pass. And this is just a crazy turn of events at the Eagles' 10th drive. By the time it's the 10th drive, it's 31-7. I believe it's very close to ending of the fourth quarter. Inside 15 minutes. 2 minutes. I'm not sure if there was 15:45 left. 2:45 left. When this field goal occurred. And on the Giants' 9th drive, 2 of 4 passing Daniel Jones, 2 sacks, fumbles that was not lost or recovered by the Eagles, and then turnover on downs. So that's just, we played so well in this game. And the Eagles' 10th drive, Gainwell had just the 10th drive. Let me tell you something, dude. It's something of it's an amazing, well-called design. Hopefully it comes back to us. Because he had 3 carries, Kenneth Gainwell, for 36 yards, but one of those carries was, I believe, like a 30 or 29 yard rush to the touchdown. I to be honest, I did not see that coming for Gainwell and the game he had. Like, holy moly, dude. So that was the sealer in my eyes. So at this point, it's Giants 7, Eagles 38. So on the Giants' 10th drive, they go three runs, 1-1 pass. At the end of the game, and the final score was Giants 7, Eagles 38. Holy shit! They implemented the run. I thought about this 2 weeks ago, man. Hurts, he went 16 of 24 for 154, 2 touchdown passes, 9 carries for 34 yards, including a rushing touchdown. QBR of 112.2. Let's go, baby. And Kenneth Gainwell, he had 12 carries for 112 yards, including a rushing touchdown. And he had 1 rushing attack that went for 35 yards. That's just Kenneth Gainwell, bro. So then after that, the Giants' 10th drive, they go 3 runs and 1-1 passing to end the football game. Giants 7, Eagles 38. And Hurts had he went 16 of 24 for 154, 2 touchdowns, 9 carries for 34 yards, including a touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell, 12 carries for 112 yards, and a touchdown. And the Eagles defense had 5 sacks, 5 punts, an INT, 2 TODs, which is a turnover on downs, and a fumble, dude. Like, the Giants defense, bro. I mean, the Eagles defense they had an amazing game. Let's look at the play selection. This is where I'm just like, I don't know if they saw my video or heard me or somebody freaking told them to run the freaking ball, because today there was 24 pass plays and 44 runs from us. 44 plays that were called runs for the Eagles, man. Like, if we can do that all the way to the Super Bowl, we have a chance of winning it. In the Giants stats, Daniel Jones, he went 15 of 27, 135, and INT. He had 6 runs, 24 yards. And then Saquon Barkley had 9 carries for 61 yards. And the Eagles defense, the Giants defense, they had a sack, 2 punts, and a forced fumble. So you could see that our defense played tremendously better than their defense. And they're our rivals. I understand, like, it's not easy to beat the team 3 times, whatever. But what are we really talking about here? We're talking about the number 1 seed. So of course we're gonna have a huge game defensively. 5 sacks, a fumble, 5 punts, INT, and then two TODs, which is turnover on downs. So all that being said, it's been crazy. What a crazy day. I'm pretty kind of drunk with you guys, but next week we know that the Eagles are gonna play at the earlier time than the AFC. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but they gotta fix the scheduling on the other side. So I look forward to that. They're playing the game early, so it's at I believe 2 or 3. I'm not really sure, but they're gonna put it out there. I believe it's on Fox, so we'll be able to watch it. It's been great, you guys. I'll see you guys next week. NFC Championship, let's go. Eagles are championship bound. Hashtag fly Eagles fly. Let's get it, man. Peace out. Remember to follow your boy, Scott Try channel. All right.